Hello everyone, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel and my craft table. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Today's video is actually a little bit different. MUNBYN sent me over their new Inkless thermal printer, which prints all kinds of labels and stickers without using any regular paper or ink. And they're also waterproof. So this makes it a great if you're needing to do any shipping labels for your small business. Even if you don't need shipping labels for a small business, this is a great addition to my craft room. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you everything that came with the printer, how to set it up, how the software application works. So it is Bluetooth capability with your phone, your tablets, your laptops, your Windows computers. You do need to use the USB-C cord that is included to connect to your Mac, and you can also connect to your computer with that same cord. So let's go ahead and see everything that came with the printer. Let's set it up together, see how it works, and then check and see how we can use this in the craft room. This is really sleek. It's very, very light. It's very sleek. It's about 8 inches long and about 3 inches wide. This is where the paper and the stickers come out, and this is a really nice space. So they tell me that this has a micro jam technology, which makes the jam rate less than 0.01%. And that is extremely small. So I have played around with it. I've even crumpled up a shipping label and sent it through the printer, and it did not jam at all. So I'm actually going to show you that. It's pretty cool. On the back of the printer, you can see here, this is where the paper slot goes through, and these are the guides that you can adjust to the width of your stickers. You have a power button. This is the USB port that goes from your printer to your computer and or your Mac, and this is the power port. So the top, this is the automatic feeder button, and on the side right here, when you click that, this opens up your printer. So you can see this nice roller right here. These are the paper guides, so you can change them to meet the width that you need. And then here you can see the thermal printing head, and this is where all of the magic happens. Okay, so this is the printer at a glance. They sent over a little stand. The top of the stand is where ideally you would put your printer, and then these little holes back here, so it's on either side depending on your desk setup. You can bring your cords through, and then you can stick them into the back of the machine like that. The bottom of the stand has a little spool right here, and this little spool is going to be holding the stickers. So they were nice enough to send over a little variety of stickers for me to try. So this is a 2 1/4 by 1 1/4 label. We're just going to stick these in here. I'm going to place the spool. There's a slot in the spool, and then it just rests on a tiny little ledge that holds it in place, and it's very secure. This allows you to have your stickers come through the back, which is how you're going to feed them into the printer, and they are nice and secure and out of the way. They also sent over some round multi-gradient stickers for me to try out, and they sent me a roll of the 4x6 shipping labels. My husband is super excited about this because he does a lot of eBay, so he will be definitely getting a kick out of trying this with his eBay orders. Let's go ahead and get this set up the rest of the way. When you first turn it on, you get a red light, and what that means is I don't have any paper here on the inside. So I'm going to open up the side. When I load my stickers, I'm going to place it here between these guides and very gently slide them until they provide a nice fit for the sticker, still allowing it to freely move. You close the top and it will automatically feed. Another thing that I found is once you get the size the way you want it, you can close the top of the printer, and then you can put your stickers in the back and it will automatically feed it for you as well, and the cover is already closed. So now you can see that the light is green, and this just means that my stickers are loaded correctly and we are ready for printing. First thing that you want to do is you want to go to your Google Play or your App Store, and you want to download the MUNBYN Print app. Once it is loaded on your phone, then you will connect to the printer. So the printer is on and ready. This top button up here, I'm going to click on that. It is going to search for the printer. It will show the printer that is available, and then it will connect. I can go into settings. One of the first things you can do to make sure everything is set up, you can print a self-test. What I really like about this self-test page is that it has all of the information that you need about your printer. I'm going to go back. I'm already connected. Here on the app, they have all kinds of guides. So this is the particular printer I have, and I can watch little videos to help me with any of the setup things that I need or any questions that I have. Here's saved, file and import, print history, and favorites. And then it will give you some recommended items that you could use with your printer. As far as the templates are concerned, if you go into templates, you can select by size. You can also select by topic. I wanted to go to thanks, then I could very quickly see all of the designs. I do have an editor online for your computers. That is free to use. This is free to use. You have over 2,000 templates in the app, and it is super cool. I want to print out a sticker that is going to go on top of my brand new Joy mat. Now I still have the protective sheet on top of this mat, and you guys already know that I have all of my big 12 by 12s. They have like a big vinyl design on the front. But I saw this online and I thought it was really fun. When you click create right here, you get to choose your label, and you can find your exact label. If here on the editor, you have a text box, you have icons, illustrations, borders, graphics, images that you can import. You can make barcodes and you can make QR codes. And I do want to show you something about the QR code that I did earlier, and it is so cool. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into graphics, and I'm going to grab one square. I'm going to tap right here to go back, and I want to make it a little bit smaller, and I'm going to move it over. Down here it says copy, so I'm going to hit it twice, and then I'm going to spread these out. I have the middle one selected, so I can go to alignment. I can align it to the center. I want them a little bit closer to the center, so with that one selected, I can hit my arrows to the right, and then these arrows to the left, and now they're a little more closely centered with the middle one. I want to hit the text box. I'm going to bring that down over here. I can change the size. I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. I'm going to go to font, then English, and then these are all of the fonts that go with the English language, and I can just choose the style that I prefer. I'm going to go ahead and click off, and then I'm going to double tap. This will bring up the little box where you can edit your text. So I'm going to put in slightly used, and then I'm just going to put that up next to the box. I'll do this again, well used. Okay, and then I'm going to do one more text box. Time to toss. Okay, so now I have this ready to go. So I'm going to hit save. Now I'm going to go to print. So when I go to print, it will give me a preview. It will show me the size. It will show me my printer is ready. So I have about 5 Joy mats. So I'm actually going to print out 5 of these. Print. And there we go. I can just tear these off. You tear off nice. This is going to say slightly used, well used, and time to toss. And then I can just take a Sharpie, and this one, since it's brand new, won't have any check marks. The others that I have, some of them will have slightly used, some of them will have well used checked, and then when it's ready to toss, then I can just throw it away. The other thing that this does is it allows me to know what side of my carrier or my protective sheet needs to go face down on my mat. I can still come in here and put a fun design like I have on my big mats, but I think this is great. And in fact, I will probably print many more of these because I have a bunch of the 12 by 12 12 mats. So this is just one way that I can use this in my craft room. So now what I want to show you is how easy it is to change out the stickers. I am going to open the side, and then I'm just going to pull out these stickers here. I'm going to grab the spool, pull this out. I will grab the round circular ones, and so I'm going to stick this here in the side, put the stickers through the spool, and then just plop this right into place. This is a little bit skinnier than the last label. Okay, now the last time I showed you how you can load it from the back. So this time I'm just going to leave the stickers here, and I'm going to close this top, and it's going to automatically feed it just like the last time. So you really have a choice as to how you load your stickers. You can see that it is green, ready to go. Okay, so I thought it would be fun. I've showed you how to create your own. Now I'm going to show you how to use the pre-designed templates. I'm going to go into template, and I'm going to just click on thanks. I'm going to see all of the different designs that I can get. What I like about this is that you have a lot of choices. There's just a lot of ones that you can choose from. So I think I'm just going to try this one here. It says, thank you for your purchase. Click on this one. I'm going to go ahead and click on use, and now I will get this. You can resize your image just a little bit if you need to. You can go to alignment. If I'm at alignment, I can click the center horizontally and then center vertically, and then here it is. So basically this is ready to go. I actually don't need to do very much at all. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to print. The printer is ready. The settings, I can go ahead and, let's say I do 2 of them. So then I'm going to go ahead and hit print. And this just pops right out. Okay, so now I have some really cute thank you stickers. So some of the things that I was playing with earlier was, when I was trying this out, is I've made a happy birthday sticker. Actually, I made 2 different kinds. I made happy birthday with my name. I just added that. These are on the rectangle ones. This was a thank you for your order on the rectangle ones. And then this is on the 4x6, which I'm about to show you here in just a moment. But I thought this was fun. This was a template, and then I just added the words plan, film, edit, upload, and post. You could do something like this for your kids with chore charts, or, whatever it is that they need to have a to-do list. Let's go ahead. Let's see, we have done create a sticker. We have done an automatic template sticker. Let's go ahead and do the 4x6. These are the shipping label stickers. I'm going to go ahead and change this out. Okay, on the 4x6 stickers, you will see very, very faintly, it says, let this side face down, please. So when this is sitting underneath here, I just need to make sure that the white side, or whatever color I'm using, and that the let this side face down, that's in the appropriate orientation. I'm going to open the machine again. I'm going to slide out the guides, and then close the guides just a little bit. Before I do any printing, I do want to show you something that is super cool. Oh, by the way, if you're ever out of paper, it'll tell you that you're out of paper. So one of the things that I thought was super cool is, because they talked about the jam rate being so microscopically low, I wanted to test it out. So I'm going to crumple this first label, and I'm going to open it up and kind of smooth it out. Now with printing on here, I'm sure the wrinkles the ink will be affected by the wrinkles, but I really want to show you that it's not going to jam on us. All right, so I have this here, and I can insert it in the back like I did earlier. I can also just open it up, stick it here, just like I did before. There we go. You can see that it's feeding it through. It's detecting the size and the type of material. The next thing that I want to show you while we're doing this is I want to bring in my laptop, and I want to show you the connection to the computer. Okay, so to connect to your printer, this is the USB. It has this little dongle here that connects to the USB. The other side of the USB is connecting to the printer itself. So I'm just going to plug this in. When you first do this, it'll ask you for a driver download. Then you can do the Windows driver, or you can do the Mac driver if you're using the Mac. It will download the driver. You're going to open, then you want to select yes. Once that is loaded, it'll ask you to select your language, and then it'll ask you to make sure your printer is connected and turned on. You'll hit confirm. Now, I've already showed you the Bluetooth capability. I'm going to go ahead and show you the USB. So if you're connecting to your computer, you will choose whether you want Bluetooth or USB. This time, I'm just going to choose USB. It's going to install. You can uncheck these boxes unless you want these to open automatically. It'll tell you that this driver has been installed. The installation is complete. You can click on finish. I'm actually going to use Google Drive. Now you can go to editor.munbyn.com. That's what I have here. And this is, you've got your collection, your project, trash bin. You can start a design. So you can create a label, you can customize. So you can do all of the things that you did on the app. You can also import a PDF. So let's say that I go to downloads and I want to upload a shipping label. Okay, so this is going to be the design. Print size is 4x6, and then I can just hit print. It's going to give you a confirmation, and it's going to start scanning and looking for the printer. Okay, so once it's uploaded, then you can go through the prompts to print. The other thing that I'd like to show you is, let's say that you already have something downloaded. So I'm going to go to my downloads, and I'm going to go to the same label. So I'm going to go over to print. And then you can see here, it has my printer selected. If it does not show, then you would just need to scroll through your options. I want one copy. Everything looks great. So I'm going to go ahead and hit print. Okay, and I'm actually going to do that again because the very first label that came out is the crinkled one. All right. So this is what I wanted to show you. If you print on a crinkled label, you will get some of this where the thermal isn't able to react with the paper very well. So if you do crumple your papers, just know that it doesn't jam. So here we go with the nice printer label. This is for our postage, and this is great because this is just going to be self-adhesive, and I can just put it on one of my boxes and ship it out ready to go. I was playing around with some of the features in the app, and I noticed that you have the ability to make a QR code. So what I did is I created a QR code. I have a little image here, printed it out on my sticker. And this is just my external hard drive, but I want to demonstrate that this actually works. Okay, so I'm going to open the camera on my phone, position it over the QR code, and you'll see how the little YouTube pops up. I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and it takes you right to my channel. Isn't that the coolest thing? This is definitely something that I could use in the classroom with some of my math activities. So this right here is an absolute game changer. So let me show you how I made this. Let's go into the MUNBYN app again, made sure my printer is connected. I am going to click on create, and I'm going to go ahead, find the label that I am using. Okay, so we're going to be using our pink rectangle labels. And then I am going to click on QR code down here, and it says QR code, and then it says content. So where it says content, I'm going to go in and backspace, and then I'm going to paste my YouTube channel there. Click on the big screen, and then I can make this bigger, smaller. I can move it around. Okay, so I can kind of do whatever I want to do. And then let's go find an icon. And then I'm going to go back to the main screen, and I want to click on icon. If I click on these three little lines right here, then I'm going to get all of these icons that I can use. But let's go ahead and go to app, and then I can find the YouTube. I can use this one or this one. So I think I'll click on that one, bring it over here, make it a little bit bigger. And now I'm going to go ahead and save this. And now I can print this out. So I go to print, look at my settings just to make sure everything is the way I want it, and click print. Okay, and after I click print, it will print out for me, and here we go, I've got it. So let's test it out and make sure that it is good to go. So I'm going to grab my phone again. I'm going to go to my camera, center this under my camera. YouTube will pop up, and there it goes. it worked again. You could just have all kinds of fun with the QR code. Now, I know as crafters, we all love to label everything with our Cricut, but if you just have a few minutes and want to get some things labeled, this is a great addition to the craft room because this was super quick and easy. You can design things ahead of time, come in here, turn it on, connect, and just print everything that you need to print. Right, so that's another way that I could use that in my craft room. One more little way to use it in my craft room is I have a lot of these little boxes. In these in particular, I have different kinds of pens. So I have Joy pens, I have Cricut pens, and I have infusible ink markers. I'm going to use the 4x6 labels, and I'm going to create a label for these boxes just here to go on the front. I'll just be cutting these. So here are my Joy pens. We printed out a bunch of different labels, labeled some craft supplies, and then we made some labels to help us with our Cricut mats. Very fun ways to use this in our craft room. And of course, my list of ideas is growing by the minute. I'm going to bring in a little napkin here. I want to show you how they are waterproof. Okay, so all of these labels have been printed with this thermal printer. And like I said earlier, there is no ink, so they are actually waterproof. So I have some water here. I think it might be best to add paper towel underneath here. So here's one. And you can see the water just falls right off. Here's the circular one. Even if I rub the water around. And then this is my favorite, guys, because when I ship out something, I have to cover the inkjet paper. See, check that out. It's completely waterproof. I have to cover my regular copy paper with tape, like all of it. This is ready to go. I don't have to do any taping. This is going to save me a lot on that supplies because we go through a lot of tape. But I did want to demonstrate the waterproof feature of these stickers. I just think that is really awesome. Okay, crafty friends, I hope that you found this video was informative about how you can use a thermal printer in your craft room. And it's not just for small businesses needing to print shipping labels. I really think that this is something that I'll be using a lot, not only in my craft room, but also in my classroom. And again, my list of ideas is just growing by the minute. Down in the description, I will be providing all of the links for the machine and the materials. There is a 10% discount code that MUNBYN has allowed me to share with you. So if you are interested, just go check out that link, and you also can check out one of these machines. They are super fun. Well, with that being said, thank you again for spending your time with me. And until I see you in the next card or craft, as always, happy crafting.
Thank you all so much for watching today. I'm so glad that you can join me at my craft table. If you're not already, I'd love to have you as a subscriber, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when new videos arrive. Have a great day, and as always, happy crafting.